Peace and love, y'all. How are you? Go ahead to the space. Okay, so what we're going to discuss today has a lot to do with the changes that are about to occur for you. They're not going to be as chaotic as they used to, from what I heard. I've also heard that there's going to be a shift or a change in regards to a following, like a social media following. Um, some of you guys could have been experiencing issues and stuff like that in regards to social circles, social media, social encounters, um, social acquaintanceships, or connections. Okay, and so I'm seeing a stable change and shift occurring specifically in regards to who is following you guys in your social media platforms. Is going to be more of a fan based, proactive, like people actually like you, they respect you, they like what you're posting, they're into you, so that there's not like a lot of like negativity or chaotic energy. That's like the first thing that I was picking up for you guys before I started. Um, you guys, I do have a 35% off sale if you use the promo code Sacred35 for any of my services. I will be doing ritual services from now on. So if you guys are interested in that, or you're interested in Reiki healing, of reading for yourself, or any type of life coaching, go ahead and check out my website at spiritualboutique.com. The promo code will be good until I believe March 3rd, because tomorrow is the ritual. I mean, when I'm recording this anyway, tomorrow is the ritual, March 3rd, is the full moon eclipse. Okay. So if you guys are interested in that, go ahead and use that promo code. And let's get into this. So let's see what's going on here. Oh, and by the way, you guys, I did put that poll up for whether or not you guys wanted me to change around the readings over here. And you guys did vote more for zodiac sign readings. So be expecting that soon, okay? I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to do like one, a group zodiac sign readings or individual zodiac sign readings, just depending on like how my energy is going to work with it, okay? But once I get that down packed, I will have them pre-scheduled out for you guys, so that way you guys will know exactly what day, instead of me just doing pop-ups, okay? All right, that being said, let's tap into your energy, connect me to their spiritual team, their spirit guides, their ancestors, the ancestors of the highest white light, higher vibrational beings, highest frequency, please. Anything negative that could be attached to me, attached to this environment, attached to my viewers and the viewers' environment, I ask that it be cleared at this time. Ashe. Okay. All right. Let's see what's up. What is going on here? You are under complete protection. All right. That's the first thing that came out. You're under complete protection. That's beautiful. For you and your family, not just for you. All right. So we first talked about like social media, and they're talking about now it's time to move to a new environment. Okay. So again, when I was talking about social media, social environment, social encounters, and things of that nature, so that may apply to you guys in regards to that. If there was a shift, right, and you had to, let's say, switch social media accounts, create a new social media, change up the social media environment in which like you were engaging in. For some of you guys, it might not be necessarily social media, but it might be the people that you engage with in social media that now you may not engage with in physical, like I don't know, something like that could be significant. Don't worry, we'll get into it. I just want to get a couple of messages out here first. And I will be doing early morning readings for my early birds, okay, moving forward. All right, let's see. So, do I see anything affecting you guys in regards to incantation, spell work, manifestation, and things of that nature in regards to negativity, negative outcomes? No, I do not. All right. Nothing will be affecting your free will. Like I said, you are under complete protection at this time, and your spiritual team wants to confirm that. I feel like I've been confirming that for at least 2 months for you guys. There's something in regards to like, don't lean into negativity too much. Okay, be careful with the there's something about like a negative outcome because you're leaning on negativity or people that could be, yeah, this is a synchronicity for someone, or someone that could be perpetuating negativity or coercing you to think negatively, or I'm hearing downsizing certain situations or minimizing experiences, fear mongering, anything in a competitive light, okay? Because everybody brings something different to the table, from what I'm seeing, right? And just as in the experience of life, like everybody brings something different to the table. Everybody's experience is different. And so, like, the way everybody's perspective is going to be different, right? So, the way you're going through things in life, you may get advice from certain people, but don't let that advice control your free will, is what I'm hearing, right? Especially like in nowadays in modern day, right? Where readings are very, very popular. Okay. They're like in the forefront now. And so you want to make sure that you have the right type of reader, that you establish trust with that reader, that you're not hopping around from reader to reader, or that you don't like lean too much on the readings, right? Based off of my experience, when you start getting heavily involved in constantly getting readings and stuff like that, and this is also another reason why I kind of like fell back on constantly doing the readings all the time, because I felt a dependency in my energy when I was reading you guys. Okay. And so like when I say you guys, I mean like the collective, right? And so make sure that when you are engaging in social media readings, right? Whether that be, what people think about you, what people say about you, third party situations, because that's usually a third party circumstance. When you start reading situations that may be affecting you, but it has nothing to do with you. Does that make sense? It could be affecting you, but it's not your problem. It could be affecting you, but there's a whole bunch of people involved, too many hands in the pot, right? And so this is a synchronicity that you could have been ignoring. And your ancestors are saying, this is the last time we're going to warn you. There's a reason why you had to, shift or move environments, or it was time for something to be moved around or released, okay, something like that. Okay, so trust your intuition. And I'm always here for you guys, for confirmations. I'm just here for confirmations. I'm just here for synchronicities. I'm not here to tell you what to do with your life. I'm not here to tell you that you can't change your life after a reading, okay? That's not my mindset. I utilize tarot and oracle readings and channel messages specifically to lean further on what aligns you to your higher self and your highest purpose. Someone is going through a solar plexus activation. And a solar plexus activation means that, where your vitality, where your strength, where your livelihood could have been kind of weak, where your confidence could have been kind of shaky, where there could have been insecurities or attachments from other people and places and connections and things of that nature, that is actually being dismantled at this time. So that's a really good thing. That is a very good thing. So you guys are going to have a burst of energy pretty soon. All right, can I get 2 more? And then we'll move on to the tarot. You get 2 more? So yeah, I feel like you guys are the collective that, like, you have to be careful who you hang around with. You have to be careful who you associate with, because it's very draining. It's very draining to your energy, and it affects you way more than you think. Like, I feel like you're the type of people that yeah, you have no worries again. That came out again. Like, if it's time for you to move, if it's time for, oh, this one hearing, okay. Oh, like, why did I have to move from this place? Or why did I have to not be in that environment anymore? Or why can't I be here anymore? Why can't I share space with these people anymore? Or like, why is this not working out for me? Something like that, right? You thought it was like a spell work, or you thought like, someone was jinxing you, or you thought it was like evil eye or something like that. No, it was just time. You just outgrew that environment. You just outgrew those people. You just outgrew that lifestyle. And now, you're synchronizing, you're coming into alignment with things that will be beneficial for you, beneficial for your family, right? And another thing that I'm seeing here is like, you're being constantly like reassured, like everything's gonna be fine, everything's okay. And what I was gonna say is like you guys are the type of people that like when you're around more, let's say like more than two people. Okay, when you're around more than two people, or for like my intuitives, right? Because I know I read for some intuitive people too, right? You could be reading for a lot of people, whatever. You can absorb people's insecurities. You can absorb, it's not just their energy, like you can walk away from a conversation, whether it be through telephone, through social media, like through comments and stuff like that, right? Or the DMs, or face to face, right? With someone. And after that encounter, after that, like that, you engaging with them and them engaging with you, right? After you guys sharing space, sharing energy, right? What happens is that it's almost like you ever heard trauma dumping, right? Or drama dumping, right? Energy dumping, right? It's like you are the person, you're like the energetic landfill. You collect a lot of energy. And so I'm seeing like you have to really protect your energy, like, wearing crystals, cleansing constantly, cleansing your home, making sure that like if you're like, I know, some people like to buy secondhand and they like to like what is that called? Like flip things, all right? Um or restyle things and things of that nature, right? Um that's perfectly fine. Just make sure that you cleanse things, right? Make sure that you spray it down, that you spray it down, or you incense it and you cleanse it. You know what I'm saying? And then you imbue your own energy into it, right? So it's all about like making sure you're clearing out energy that's not yours, especially if you're entertaining people and they come inside your house or they leave your house, or you're constantly like, again, working in a big environment. So you can work at a club, you could work at a bank, you could work at like where there's like a lot of people, like at a mall, a hospital. Some of you guys are social media content creators, so social media is very, very heavy, very congested energy with a lot of different people, a lot of different problems, a lot of different drama, a lot of just a lot, right? And so you want to make sure that you clear your energy when you're engaging with that, because you guys are very susceptible of taking that home and then feeling like it's your own and identifying with certain things because they may amplify your own situations, your own issues, right? And because you're going through day-to-day life and you're constantly moving, the hustle and bustle of life, right? You don't realize that you are being pushed out of certain environments, you're being pushed away from certain peoples and certain crowds because you are not in alignment with that anymore, and it is actually taking away from your spirit instead of adding to your spirit, because your spirit is supposed to be very fluffy and comfortable, and you're supposed to come into the room and brighten up the space. But it's like almost like when you go to the space, you're like the light bulb is going out, because it's like it's so much that you have to constantly be the light, that you're not allowing for space for vulnerability for yourself because of those particular environments. And so your spiritual team is saying, your ancestors are saying that no, there's nobody working you guys energetically or manipulating your energy. It's more so you're absorbing so much energy at this time that it is causing issues for you, right? So yes, you're protected, but it's almost like, think about this. Um, think about having car insurance, but starting to drive recklessly. Do you think that that car insurance is going to help you to keep the car safe? Or the way you're driving, the way you're navigating is going to keep you safe? the car insurance is there to keep you safe just in case, financially you have to, deal with some things, right? Um, that being said, if you apply that on this situation specifically, right, I'm seeing the circumstances of you needed like a direction change, all right? And when I say direction change, I'm not saying you yourself and what you were doing actively or what you were planning was not going in the right direction. That's not it. What I'm talking about is a new environment. Your spirit craves new environments, new energies, new people, a new routine, so that way you can continue to align yourself to your highest self, okay? For better development spiritually, mentally, emotionally, okay, as well as financially. One more. Oh, they gave, all right, that's it. All right. The truth comes out. You already found this out already, though, okay? You have good news through a text message or email. You got the green light, okay? You got the go. You got the green light. So, like, see, the thing is that some of you guys, you second guess yourself all the time in regards to like, oh, well, maybe that's not supposed to happen. Maybe I'm not supposed to do that. Maybe, somebody's sending me negative energy. Maybe somebody's hating. You know what I'm saying? I mean, of course, that always happens. There's things like that always happen, right? But again, they're stressing to you, clearing out your energy, Reiki healing, aligning your chakras, making sure that you don't have congested chakras, right? Because that can cause blockages as well in regards to detecting the energy around you. You don't only use your third eye for your intuition. You use your heart chakra to be able to receive information. You use your throat chakra to be able to communicate that information. You use your root chakra to ground that information. You use your sacral chakra to express and create expression of that information. You use your crown chakra to download the information. Okay, there's all these chakras help you to detect your energy around you. They're antennas that work all together, right? They're amplifiers of your own energy. And so you want to make sure that they are cleansed and that they're clear. Okay. Let me go ahead and grab. Sorry, I know the tarot deck over here. Oh, and I have to grab it. All right. Let's see what's going on here. Let's clarify. Give them some more information because I know you guys are like, time to move. Like, what do you mean by that? Like a new environment. What is that? Okay, so let's see. What is that new environment? Clarify that new environment for the collective, please. What is that new environment for the collective? Thank you. Okay. All right. Okay, so we have temperance here. This has been a long time coming. Like kind of a wait. All right. Let's see. We got 4 of Wands, 10 of Wands, the Sun, the Devil, the King of Swords. Okay. So 4 of Wands, the first card coming out, I would say this is actually happy. And I talked about stable change, right? So the 4 of Wands means like this is going to be happy, stable changes, perhaps in family, in home life, in the comfort of like really important relationships, even marriage. Okay. The 10 of Wands talks about how it can be very burdensome, the change within itself. Okay. It could be very overwhelming. It could be very stressful. I mean, change is stressful because you're shifting from comfort to something different. So you're adapting. So you want to make sure that you are adapting to these new environments, and again, these new environments could be affecting your home. They could be around your home. So this could be your neighborhood. This could be your physical address. This could be specific establishments in which you feel comfortable in. Okay. This could be your family home, whatever that may be. Okay. The Sun card with the Devil talks about the exposure that I just mentioned, okay, here with the truth is going to come out. But you already knew this truth. So there's something that you've been waiting for to be revealed that will be revealed. With the King of Swords, it's all about strategy about when this comes out, okay? Once you shift yourself out of an environment, it's almost like I'm seeing like this zoom in and zoom out, right? Or you ever go to take a picture or a video and then like the camera kind of takes time to like clear and focus, okay? There's something about like stepping back and focusing on the bigger picture to see how those particular environments was affecting you and why you needed to move in the first place. Because again, these are your ancestors saying you needed to move. It was the last warning. They wanted you to do this because they wanted you to be completely protected from a particular situation, okay? A Leo, a Capricorn, an air sign could be significant in regards to this particular situation for you guys. This could be sun rising signs in particular. Something could be exposed in regards to a contract. Okay, again, with contracts, this could be legal documentation. This could be official paperwork. This can be leases, loans, any type of official type of documentation, okay, that can possibly give you some sort of insight on what is going on, okay? This is actually being strategically done so that way you can, when you get this information, you can have the clarity so you can move accordingly. So that, again, you have the green light to move. You have the green light to go ahead to, you know, I'm hearing it's your turn to, it's your play, okay? The ball is in your court is what I'm hearing, okay? So there is good news here. So don't focus just because I said the truth is coming out and you already found out this, right? Don't go to like that lower vibrational state of like, oh no, there's gonna be a lie or a betrayal or something negative is gonna happen, right? You want to shift that perspective, right? Because that's the frequency in that you were in, and they want you to get out of that frequency, right? They don't want you to be gullible, but they do want you to be able to start looking. Again, the Sun card is the happiest card in the deck. This is the most optimistic card in the deck, right next to the Devil card. Okay, so even though there could be negative things happening, they still want you to be strategically optimistic, strategically, you know, keeping yourself in a higher vibrational, right? Type of energy. So let's see what's going on here with that Devil card. What is that devil energy? Please clarify the devil energy. What is that devil energy? All right, yeah, Six of Swords. You need to change your perspective, okay? Because sometimes, you know, the devil card can also reveal to you things that must be healed, things that must be disconnected, things that must be broken, okay? Things that may not be working, okay? The Six of Swords talks about a transition from lower level energies, lower level experiences, trauma, you know, codependency, switching that, transitioning from codependent connections, exposing the codependent connections, exposing who is leeching off of your energy, exposing who is trying to manipulate your energy, and transitioning from that into, you know, people that are actually going to support you and love you and care about you and show the fuck up for you. You get what I'm saying? Clarify that Six of Swords. So that's why they're saying like it was time for you to move from, you know, an environment so that way you can get what you deserve. Yeah, Four of Cups. You know, that devil energy, like they didn't want to see you cry anymore. They didn't want you to constantly get no's. They want to see you get yeses. They don't want to see you get rejected. You were in the energy of like those environments was not accepting you for who you were, and they were trying to change you. Okay. Or if not, it was like a strategy of like not just change you, but like not accept what you were bringing, like whatever. Because I did say like something in regards to social media. So some of you guys may be posting certain things, or you know, your perspective or your opinion or your style or your company or your business, or there's something here that you bring that was not accepted in that environment. And so now, you know, they're asking like, you know, you gotta move to that new environment. Clarify that Four of Cups situation that they were going through. Give them more clarity. Thank you. Wow, the Empress came out in the reverse. Of course, you were not able to receive. You were not able to receive in the reverse. You were not able to celebrate the Three of Cups in the reverse. Okay, you had to celebrate in quiet. You had silent victories. That's what I heard. Silent victories at home. Your victories couldn't be public, or something like that. Okay, five of Pentacles. All right. So like it's almost like whenever you would say something good, some good news, like, oh my God, this thing happened and I'm so excited about it, or whatever. And it's like these environments, the people in the environments, these frequency in the environments, these energies in those environments were not supporting your Empress energy. They just weren't. They just were not. Okay. And so I also feel like you guys had like some sort of loss. Look at that. Loss in investments. The Seven of Coins is here. Loss in investments. This could have been like, hey, I was in that job for a really long time. I worked at that company for a really long time. I had that social media account for so long, right? Let's see. Oh my God, I was friends with them for a really long time. There's so many years I put into that connection, so many years that I put into that relationship. So much money that I wasted on that, right? It's like, but then you gotta also understand that you're still completely protected though, because when you walk away, you're going to be able to receive more. Okay. A Libra, a Taurus could be significant. It could also be like in their shadow attribute. Someone could have put a divine feminine in their shadow attributes in this self-destructive matter. Okay. Because when the Empress is in the reverse, that means that the Empress is like out walking around in the garden. And that looks like the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. So it's almost like, regardless if you weren't sitting down and receiving as the Empress, you had to go out and get it, but you were still independent. You still had your independency. Does that make sense? Like you were still self-sufficient. You were still able and capable of getting your resources in order, getting your time in order, getting your money in order. Your lifestyle was still, you know, flexible. I'll call it flexible. Okay. But you still had your hardships with the Five of Wands. Okay. You still had your challenges and things of that nature. And so they're saying like, we don't want you to face challenges anymore in your environments. And in order for that to happen, you need to shift environments and move. So there's going to be some sort of good news here. And that goes into the King of Pentacles, right? So they're going to provide. They will provide. They will provide whatever you need, as long as you listen to them and you move environments. Okay. And moving environments also means not moving backwards. Okay. And it's so funny because some of you guys may sit there and think like, oh, well, maybe if I just invest in this thing, like there's something about like a subscription or a membership or something like that. Like maybe if I invest in this one thing or whatever, you're going backwards. If it's not going to help you to become a better version of yourself, don't do it. If it's going backwards to something that you already said was wasting your time and wasting your energy, don't do it. This is your confirmation. Go. It's time to go. Go. And if you feel like, oh, well, you know, I think I want to do this thing and I think it's going to help me, and then go do it. This is a green light. Okay. Let's see. because some of you guys were kind of like stuck on that, and I'm not sure exactly why. I want to see a little bit more information on this this Reiki healing and the cleansing and the chakra alignment thing, like why it's necessary for you guys. Some of you guys, I've had some people message me, and yes, you guys can actually message me over at my Sacred Spaces app. If you download my app, you can actually go to my website, and there's like a link that you could click on to be able to download my website. I mean, to download my my app called Sacred Spaces. Okay, which there will be videos up there as well soon. I'm working on a lot of things right now. Okay, let's see. Yeah, okay, so masculine energy. Okay, some of you guys asked me like, hey, you know, what does it mean when, you know, there's a certain chakra imbalance or when the chakra is blocked, and how does that look like? There's a lot of different things that it may look like depending on your particular energy. And so like, I did get this energy of like, you know, your chakras and your meridians, okay, need to be cleansed and aligned. We are talking about your masculine energy in particular that may need to be cleared or aligned. So if your masculine energy, and I'm talking about you solely, I'm not talking about someone outside of you, a masculine, I'm talking about your energy, right? Your personal energy, because we both have feminine and masculine energy, your masculine energy is imbalanced or it could be blocked. What is your masculine energy? What is the purpose? Okay, what does the masculine energy do? The masculine energy allows you to protect yourself. It allows you to become the leader. It allows you to make tough calls. It allows you to strategize. It allows you to make moves, plan, coordinate. It helps you to assert yourself. It helps you to work out situations in a more active manner. Okay. Think masculine energy, active. Think feminine energy, receptive. Okay. Masculine energy is active, feminine energy is receptive. Okay. And so your active energy, I'm going to go get that done, I'm going to do. Okay, we're back. So for those watching the replay, what happened was I was in the middle of describing what masculine energy was and the fact that it was imbalances and the fact that, you know, there needs to be a realignment with your masculine energy. When your masculine energy is blocked, or there is imbalances with your masculine energy and you're trying to manifest, or you're trying to, let's say, heal certain connections with either father, brother, masculine relationships, like masculine relationships can also be air signs and fire signs. Okay, just depends. Okay, when there's imbalances there or there's blockages there, it's going to be hard to deal with those types of people. Okay, it's going to also be hard to deal with like being able to do things, right? This is where like you could be wounded in regards to controlling things. Your aggression could be very high. You could be holding on to a lot of anger. Your anger could be explosive. You could be leaning on your ego more, your shadow attributes, right? You're not as confident. You could be overprotective, or you could be underprotective, meaning you're just like allowing anything and everything to be affecting you, right? So the boundaries could be down. There could be a lot of things that could be affecting you, and Reiki energy healing will definitely help you, okay? I don't know, like the whole thing about like the pending, this is like something that has been going on for a while. The disconnecting is also a message in regards to having to disconnect from certain environments, to detox, to reset, to clear, to cleanse, to empower and recharge yourself, right? All of these things are also coupled with Reiki energy healing. So these particular things need to be done for your energy in order for your solar plexus to be recharged and activated? Because I did talk about a solar plexus activation. So a solar plexus activation may be needed through a Reiki energy healing session. For those of you that would like to purchase a Reiki healing session, again, my promo code is sacred35. Okay, all together, no spaces. Sacred 35. You could get 35% off any of my services, not just Reiki. Okay, because I feel like this could be significant. Again, with the energy of closed off. Okay, feeling guarded, feeling defensive. Okay, could be in the energy of your pride. Again, that ego energy. Okay, that wounded warrior energy, feeling a little resistance to moving and changing and shifting energies, or moving and changing and adapting to new environments, right? That's why there's difficulty there, because there's an imbalance or a blockage in regards to your masculine meridians, and it is affecting all of your chakras. Okay, there's a misalignment or some blockages there with some chakras. Some of you guys, you may need to, don't be dependent off of apologies. That's what I just heard. You may need to break dependencies of apologies or expectations of apologies. Ace of Fire is here. Okay. And so, yeah, new start. In order for you to attract this new start, these are the things that you need to do. And some of you guys, it's something about a new venture or a job, okay, or something that you desire. And just look at how she has all this energy on her, like eluding off of her skin, right? That is like, if I can't show you what your auric field looks like on the outside of your skin, that is exactly what it looks like. It looks like this like fiery flame thing. Some of you guys may benefit from the violet flame activation as well. There's different flame activations. There's the violet flame activation. There's a blue flame activation. I think there's a purple flame activation. I do fire breath, so that's kind of how the fire breath looks like in my mind. To eliminate any type of toxic cords, connections, opinions, belief systems, and things of that nature, okay? Because it's not just cord cutting or cord removal of people or energies. It can also be a belief systems, okay? It's all in what you intend, your intention for your healing session, okay? All right, anything else here in regards to that Reiki energy healing? Okay, we have the World card here. And so, yeah, this is going to actually assist you with some sort of karmic completion with the blocked off energy of the masculine energy, karmic completion of masculine energy in their toxic or shadow self, right? And so that means that you guys could have encountered friendships, romantic connections, flings, maybe even family members that were just toxic masculines or in the toxic masculinity, right? And so shifting into, in that healing, the new environment, you're going to start facing healed toxic, them healing from that toxic masculinity. And I'm seeing like them being able to actually work on themselves, right? And that has nothing to do with you. So sometimes like we are not the people that are supposed to be with them while they heal. We might not be the people that get to see them fully healed, right? But we may be the people that activate the healing, right? And so there's something there in regards to that. So there will be success after this particular toxic masculinity quest that you went off on, all right? And you are finally going to travel to this new environment, okay? Wherever this new environment may be, whether it be physical, whether it be work related, whether it be social media related, right? And you're going to be able to finally have success and be fulfilled, okay? With the belief system here, that definitely confirms like you may have been around some people that did not believe in the same things that you did, and so you may have sat there and put that facade on and those expectations on those particular people because you thought maybe, and this was a part of your conditioning, maybe I can change them, right? And sometimes it's not your responsibility to change people. It's your responsibility to lead by example, right? And sometimes some people don't get it. And when you leave, I'm hearing like when it's late, and they finally get the lesson, they'll get it. But it's not for you to be around to, again, hold that structure, hold that space for them. You're just supposed to show the example and keep it moving, because you need to, again, think about yourself, think about your own foundation, evaluate, in your own awakening, slowly and steadily, keeping that balance for yourself. Okay. I kind of want to get into like what's going on here with that good news for you guys. So we'll see what's going on here for y'all in regards to that. So, and the good news, wow, 3 cups. All right. Let's see it. What's the good news about via text or email? What's the good news about? We have the Queen of Pentacles, the Justice card, the 8 of Pentacles. Something is going to be corrected. I heard someone's going to do right by you. A long time coming, hard work. Something you've been working on is going to be rectified. Something's going to be cleared. The Lovers, the Queen of Swords. Okay. So we have Libra energy, Gemini energy, air sign female. I did get air sign male earlier, and now I'm getting earth sign female here. So I'm seeing like the more that you take care of yourself, the more you're being more practical in regards to taking care of balancing out not just your feminine energy and your masculine energy. You're also going to see something being rectified and balanced behind the scenes. Okay. Clarify that devil energy again. So remember that devil energy that I picked up earlier? We have the 4 of Pentacles, the 2 of Swords, and the Page of Wands. So there's something in regards to not realizing, not seeing what's in front of you, not seeing what you were holding on to that could have been affecting your new projects, that could have been affecting your new ideas. And this has been happening with the Temperance again, that came out again, right? This could have been happening for a long time. And I also had that message a long time coming with Page of Swords. So this could have been like the curiosity. Curiosity killed the cat, right? The curiosity of something constantly shifted you back into old environments or old mindset. And it was like the maybe the curiosity of someone's belief system, or maybe it was your own belief system in trying to figure something out within yourself, had you going through some sort of karmic loop here. Okay. And this is actually the karmic conditioning or the karmic cycle that you're actually breaking through. With the 7 of Wands here, they're saying, these were the karmic challenges that you faced, right? What you had to maintain control over, what became confusing, what was affecting your manifestations, your will, your power, your plans, your travels for some of you, causing some sort of, conflict, upheaval, the sneaky energy that you kind of felt behind the scenes, that's what you were feeling, right? And so that being said, now with the Justice card, I want to kind of see what's going on here. How are things balancing out? How are things balancing out with this stable change? How are things balancing out with the stable change? All right, 6 of Pentacles. Where you weren't being supported, again, you will be. All right, where you weren't receiving certain manifestations, now they shall be flowing and growing. Where there were tyrants and just controlling, narcissistic people, now there's going to be fatherly like energies, people that are not just leaders, but mentors, um, guidance counselors, people that can provide wisdom, authority figures, um, more protection, more discipline, more focus. Your manifestations are going to actually come in uh, more specifically tailored exactly the way you want it to, instead of like sporadic or just a little bit here and there, right? It's going to be like the exact manifestation that you want, word for word for word, right? Line for line. This is the balance is that you're going to be receiving when you were not, when you were giving, right? So everything that you've given out, everything, all the efforts, right? That's a long, long time here. Okay, this could have been uh, 2 to 8 years. Okay, for some of you guys, I heard 2 years, 2 years of manifesting, and it's finally coming in. Everything's coming in evenly. I'm seeing money, I'm seeing home, I'm seeing relationship, I'm seeing decision making, I'm seeing something about making better choices. I'm seeing finally being able to talk to a father figure, finally being able to heal a father figure wound, um, finally being able to heal from a separation, from maybe somebody had divorced parents, or parents that separated, finally healing from that. For those of you that have actually separated yourself, um, I'm definitely talking to like a single woman or someone that is a single mother or something like that, right? You're finally healing from that wound of trying to fix whatever happened in your parents' relationship through your own life, physically. Um, wow, man, this shifted really, really heavy. So there's something in regards to also balancing out the type of parent you want to be, right? Becoming more clear in regards to how you affect others and how others affect you energetically and environmentally. And again, this is stable change with the Knight of Pentacles here. This is like something that it's not going to happen overnight. So this is like about a season. So this is about like 3 months. So within the next 3 months, this is what's going to be shifting, right? This is actually the weekly reading. So this is going to actually start shifting this week, and it's going to take a whole season, right? So it's going to take, let's say, up till I saw Leo season, right, for some of you. And I don't feel like it's going to go past, I don't feel like it's going to go past, let's say, Virgo season. All right, I don't think so. I think this is going to be kind of like maybe up to Leo season, which would be like August. All right, from now until August or something like that. All right, and so expect a lot of like just disconnecting, just not caring anymore, and don't feel like, oh, it's not like an unhealed version of not caring where you're like how do I describe this? Where like you're numb, right? It's not like you're numb and you don't care because you turned off your heart chakra. It's more so like you don't care because it is not in likeness with you. It is not in alignment with you. It is not something that you are that feeds you or feeds your spirit. That is not something that is going to benefit you in your spirit. It's not something that appeases you any longer. And so therefore it's almost kind of like when you have like a curb in your appetite, you just don't want it anymore. You're not hungry. It's not gonna fulfill you anymore. And so that is what I'm seeing here. So pay attention to that specific feeling. That's a synchronicity that you want to hone in on. Once you start to feel that, whether it be in a relationship, whether it be in regards to a hobby, whether it be in regards to a type of regimen or routine, or some sort of ritual practice, or a belief system, or again, an environment or certain people, right? That lets you know that it's time to change environments and it's time to move. Let's get your last final messages in regards to money. All right. Yeah, 2525, you deserve a higher pay. Yes, you do. You have hello, frequent money deposits, checks, and tips, and currency flowing. You have prosperity, condition your mind to be successful and thrive, reprogram your subconscious mind at this time. And we have say yes, then strategize. This is something that you struggle with. You struggle with walking through the doors that are clearly open for you. You struggle with, feeling that as if though something is actually for you, that the spot is actually reserved for you. You second guess yourself a lot. You second guess certain things. Finally, say yes to opportunities, and then go ahead and strategize on how you want this to benefit you. Okay. You have outgrown old rates. You have outgrown old wages. You have outgrown old, let's say, financial opportunities. You are evolving. Your work is evolving. Your skills are evolving. Compensation must follow as well as you evolve. Some of you guys may benefit from utilizing citrine in your purse, in your wallet. You can put it as a keychain in your purse or your wallet. You can wear your citrine when you're going to work, or have it on your work desk. Okay. You need to learn how to negotiate for your highest betterment. What does that look like when it comes to money? When you're negotiating, you think of a money deal, right? Well, you can negotiate your pay. You can negotiate your benefit package. You can negotiate the job title that you will have. You can continue to negotiate until you cannot negotiate any longer, which means once you don't feel like your needs are going to be met financially or in your career life, then you're going to go find where your needs will be met. Again, a new environment where you will be respected and given the compensation that you deserve, because you are evolving, your skills are evolving, and you deserve the respect, right? You are worthy. You are worthy. Remember that. See you say that. You are worthy. Program your subconscious mind. I am worthy of having thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars in my account. I am worthy of getting paid over $1,000 a day. I am worthy of being able to get all my financial needs met. Okay. Say yes. Say yes. Once you see things are happening frequently, it is in your frequency. Okay. I'm going to leave that for you like that. And I will talk to you guys later. Peace.